All right, hello and welcome to my Everyday Agenda video podcast. Oh, here it is. So I was right behind the mic as far as we're concerned. You just had to trust me. You could see me. Yeah, I see you. Trust me. Anyways, we're gonna get started in about another 2 minutes or so, or maybe it's just me or anything. Let's keep civilized about this one. So who knows? So hope you're ready. I can too. So we got you know who. That's right. Mhm. National Appreciation, yes, Volunteer Appreciation Week at Omaha VA, and I'll explain that. And so is you guessed it. Give me one good reasons why that I gotta say goodbye to Podbean and say hello to Podurama because I gotta get ready for season number 3 beginning in September 2024. And my final thoughts and all that stuff. So trust me. So you can find me on my YouTube webpage as far as we're concerned. So after the end of the show, and take it from there. So who knows? Okay, like I said, let's get ready for episode. What's this episode? Let's see, 15 or oh yes, episode 16 of my everyday agenda. Oh, one more thing. 3 episodes left until June 1st, all the way up to that's right, June 2nd. That means after this Memorial Day weekend, coming next month. It's all about. So be sure you cross your fingers. It's gonna be wonderful on you guessed it, June June 1st and June 2nd for the last one at Podbean. You know what I'm talking about. So trust me. So don't worry, I'll be back. YouTube for all you YouTube fanatics out there. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. It's season number 2 of my Everyday Agenda podcast, or should we say video podcast from YouTube. So I'll be back. Season number 3 is on. Trust me. Could be the fourth and last Saturdays next season. So this could be awesome on June 2nd and June 2000 June 1st, June 2nd, 2024. You know what I'm talking about. Anyways, let's get this show on the road, shall we? And here we go for my everyday agenda. So take it from there. Okay, I gotta get closer to this. Oh yeah, here we go. Everyday Agenda podcast is a presentation of Angel Song Productions, and so is, you guessed it, YouTube. Okay, you know what time it is. It's episode 16 of my Everyday Agenda podcast, and we're going to get things rolling. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying. Lots more for volunteer appreciation at the VA. You know what I'm talking about. So, Arrested Development, is your turn to sing! All right, that's enough. That's enough. You've had enough for one day. Yeah, right. Trust me. Anyways, let's get this show on the road, shall we? Because last week, Volunteer Appreciation Week is, oh God, it's wonderful. So I was a volunteer ambassador working at the VA downstairs, ground level, yeah, ACC building. And when I come upstairs and sign in and all that stuff, so yeah, just had to trust me about this for as we concern, or anyone else can be civilized or whatever that ever happens. So they have you guess all the goodies downstairs inside the CDCE office where Tracy and Jennifer. And I bet Jennifer's trying to mess with me. Yeah, I know. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. You know what I'm talking about. Oh God. Why do I ever listen to anyone else to be civilized? Well, I'll find out what it is. You know what I'm talking about. Here's a here's a sad part to see, who it's been parting, but who knows, give us a list. Every day, yeah, last year I got started at Podbean website and on the website and all kinds of stuff. Now it tells me, yeah, yeah, all too big for this one, for all the podcast and it doesn't fit that way. Well, guess what? I gotta say goodbye to Podbean. That means coming in June 1st in the year 2024. If that doesn't like it, too bad. Because I got to say hello to you know who. That's right. Mm-hmm. Podurama for season. And I got to work on this season number 3 of my Everyday Agenda podcast. And this could be a wonderful adventure. So trust me about that. So I'll explain that as well. And speaking of season number 3, it's going to be September 12th in the year 2024. So I'll give you the full details because we got 3 episodes left of my Everyday Agenda video podcast. And so is this video podcast from YouTube, like you all are watching right now. You know what I'm talking about. You all are watching right now. Whatever. And I'll explain this for season number 2, season finale. You know what I'm talking about. And don't forget my final thoughts as well. And you better check out my website, Everyday Agenda with LHMusic.podbean.com. And take them there, and I'll explain all the goodies and all kinds of stuff at the end of the show. So you just trust me about that. Anyways, this episode, you guessed it, 16 of my Everyday Agenda podcast. And here we go. It's a National Volunteer Appreciation Week at the VA, and that means everybody knows that a little bit of training season. For now, you just to trust us. You know what I'm talking about. And here's why I got there last week on this National Volunteer Appreciation Week. Yes, because I saw the signs when sign says "Thank you, VA volunteers." Well, I'm a volunteer. Yeah, ambassador, wearing this red vest and my badge. My old badge. And I wish I could get that new one if I was. You know what I'm talking about. Trust me about that. Because this is what training season is. You know what I'm talking about. And why? Because everybody's appreciate all the stuff they want. And according to the according to I guess that Webster's dictionary. So what is it says to be the greater extent or appreciation, all that to as as to increase the understanding, and so as to love what that really means to and that means to value, to admire highly at work, and gratitude. So that means I was coming in last week, and I guess what, I saw Tommy. Tommy, he's here. Yes, Tommy. Starting working, just once a week, and I tell you one thing, is all good. Talk about. And I know, so I saw Roxanne and rest of the volunteers all this week. Trust me, including Dave. I know he's here all day, all week, all week. It's since I got started Monday to Thursdays, and but Dave works Monday through Fridays, and I'm taking my Fridays, or the weekend is off. Dave's taking over. Yeah, Fridays. You know what I'm saying. So we appreciating everything else can be civilized or whatever happens at Omaha VA, and that's why I go upstairs, sign in, and I have no clue whatsoever if you know what I'm talking about. Just because I go upstairs, go all the way up to the old hospital and sign in, and I bet there's and there's treats downstairs, and I have no objection whatsoever. So who knows? Give Celeste about this. I bet they have, cookies, candy, and I that a starfish card I'm going to show this to you probably in you guessed it, in next coming couple of weeks. So who knows? I'm taking next weekend's off, uh, so I can take some time about this one. So you just have to trust me as far as we're concerned. So who knows? Could be civilized or whatever happens. So, mm, so that means I think it's last Monday, and I downstairs downstairs in the basement area, and I saw, yes, CDCE. Yeah, stands for, I guess, the voluntary offices, and I see, that's why I saw Tracy and Cynthia and Jennifer. Okay, now here's my observation. Jennifer wants to mess with me. Jennifer calls me. Stop it with Jennifer. If you only knew. If you only knew about try to, mess with me, huh? You try to play with me, yeah, right. You know what I'm saying. But anyways, that was so nice to be so generous about this. Oh, treats thing. I got a couple of cookies. Cookies, all kinds of cookies. Like I got cookies, oatmeal raisin, and of course chocolate chip cookies, and all kinds of stuff. So who knows? But the next one is Heather. Oh, last Tuesday, she wanted me to take one turkey and cheddar sandwich. Sandwich. I know, Heather. You try to, oh boy, you have no idea what you're up against. So thank you, Heather. I really appreciate the thought that counts. Well, Who knows? Trust me. And of course, Tracy last Wednesday, bought some, yeah, donuts. So I take one sprinkled, yes, chocolate sprinkle, chocolate frosted sprinkled donuts and donut, just one. And it really makes sense about this one. So who knows? Can be civilized about this one. So who knows? And last but certainly not the least, it's gonna be fruit. So I'll so this is the one on yeah, every single day. Salt treats about us volunteers who appreciates yeah, me, and so is Dave, and so is the rest of the volunteers working working at the VA from yeah, inside the old hospital all the way up to ACC building. And that's what I take full responsibility doing responsibility, doing a little bit of escorting, and so is information. And I have one too. So who knows? Can't be civilized. and 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 I just take one banana. That's all. That's all you know. I was saying. And last but certainly not the least, yeah, because everybody goes to their spots and all that. And oh, by the way, I saw Sandra sings, who sings with me, and so is Jan and rest of Celebration Life Choir, practicing every Sundays at Our Savior's Lutheran Church over in Council Bluffs. And I saw Sandra and working, yeah, on Tuesdays. So who knows? What about Alan? Yeah, he works Monday and Wednesday and all that. That everybody's have a wonderful time. Now Doug drives the buggy every single day, while ugh, Tim gets on my nerves. She's driving so fast. Says, "How you do?" Don't ever say that. and I and I meant to say this, but that's why it drives me crazy. It gives me a yeah. Who knows? So this time it's gonna be well, whatever. So who knows? Keep it civilized about this one. So okay. Well, and I think that's all for now because all the volunteers appreciates what everybody does every single day, 24/7, 24/7, 365 days in a year, and I have no clue whatsoever. So everybody's appreciating the thought that counts, including all the escorters and volunteers doing the information thing and all that. So this is gonna be outrageous, outrageous. And what about the DAV Volunteer Drivers Appreciation Luncheon? Oh boy, up in Grand Island, and all, and so is the Omaha, Iowa VA hospitals, and all they done work for significantly the quality of the service of providing veterans, all the nation's veterans, and all that. So proud of it. So can't be civilized about this one. So who knows? Keep civilized. But what about volunteer appreciation luncheon up at, you guess, the Bellevue University next Tuesday? Yeah, if I could, I did, and I told Janet, says, you may be excused, but don't worry, I'll be back for this. You guess the next Thursday's dress rehearsal, with Marjorie and OSC at St. Timothy's Lutheran Church. And yeah, and I think and I have no clue. Because training season is, yeah, you guessed it. You know what I'm talking about. So what's next? A list of things for Volunteers Appreciation Week at the VA. Well, look at me. You know what I'm talking about. You just trust me. Oh wow! You're listening to my Everyday Agenda podcast, and so is video podcast from, you guessed it, Angel Song Productions, and so is YouTube. And now, something completely different about this one, and that is okay. Hate to break this to you, but here's my observation. Why do I ever learn about Podbean? The thing I got started with this website, My Everyday Agenda, at Podbean last year. It was good. It's all good. Well, who knows? But whatever happens if you put too much podcast and podcasting stuff and the audio thing, and I try to download and download and all that stuff. See, the reason is I try to log in. I try to log in Podbean every single day or every weekend until I got time for this one. So that means this is, yeah, this is gonna be different. And this is what I try to take a look at the dashboard, and it says, oh, 6 people knows about this. And what about brand new episode? I click plus new episode, and I try to download with my flash drive, and guess what? Oh god, I think your episodes are too big for that. Uh, too big for that. And now look at what, 1 hours and 47 minutes to live. Oh god. So that means I have to choose to upload and click on this one. It says yes, it does. And I took a look at the media manager. So I take more responsibility, and I erased all that because it's gonna be, space, hours of space, and then it happens. So I just did. And what about my podcast website? And I know it's all good. And the apps, from you guessed it, uh, Amazon Audible, and so is iHeartRadio, and so is Deezer. It's all good for now. But this is gonna be ridiculous. This is what I try. I gotta get it ready to erase this, and now it happens. Can anyone imagine how do I do this? This is the last one for Podbean, and don't worry, June 1st and June 2nd. Goodbye, Podbean, and say goodbye to you know who. That's right, Podurama. I try to click on the website, and there it is, Podurama. and this is the Podbean player, and on all that could be featuring all kinds of stuff, and could be the premium version. Well, I have no clue whatsoever. So I find this new web page called Podurama. You check out the web at podurama.com. And in my podcast, this is everything has to offer, and so is my files and all that. So, and my everyday podcast, I try to do my website could be personal about all the settings and all the account and all that stuff stuff and of course, this is what happens, and I have no clue whatsoever. So I try to. So here's my idea. What if I say goodbye to Podbean and say hello to who? That's right. Mm-hmm. Podorama, because I have a huge solution to do this. It's gonna be awesome, and it starts. I bet it starts in September about this one. But don't worry, YouTube, you're still here, and and that's why we're gonna do this fourth and last Saturdays of the month. And I got an idea. Starts in September. September. So I check my calendar on my laptop and see which one it is. So it is because I'm taking spring and summer off because I'm taking my time. I gotta relax. So trust me about that. So it starts, yeah, the weekending of, you guessed it, September 14th and September 15th in the year 2024. And look out, OSC, it's back, brand new season, and probably in uh, August or September or so, a celebration life choir or my choir rehearsal if it happens after Labor Day weekend and all that stuff. So it's gonna be a tough challenge to do this. Uh, this. But LHMusic, why in God's name, man, do you always get ready to say goodbye to Pod? Because it's, yeah, because it has space in between things. So that is why I need everything else. Podorama, yes. We'll find out what it is. It has space inside this podcast thing, and I have Gary to do that in September 2024. And I have. You may not know what's coming up next, haven't you? Well, this is why it happens. Because everybody says goodbye to Podbean. Everybody says, you guessed it, hello to you know who. And I have no whatever it is. Hello there. Podorama in September. Because it's a tough act to follow, and I have no clue whatsoever. So say goodbye to Podbean in June. Say hello to Podorama in September for this third season premiere of Everyday Agenda. LH Music, don't quit your day job for now. You're listening to my Everyday Agenda podcast, and so it's video podcast as far as we're concerned, from Angel Sound Productions, and of course, one and only YouTube. The season finale number two is finally over. Because, like I said, I got to say goodbye to Podbean and say hello to Podurama for season number three. But here's my observation for you. Could be my sneak preview of this. You guessed it, the one and only. That's right. Oh wow, you know what I'm talking about. My everyday agenda podcast. So who knows? Could be civilized. So I check my calendars and circle it, and my dad's still sleeping, and I hope my dad's gonna be feeling better for now. And who knows? Could be civilized. So trust me. So I checked my resurrection website. This could be a news page, news page. Yeah, for emails and all that stuff. So trust me. So what is happening in May, as far as we're concerned? Well, like I said, I got 3 episodes left, and one is I got to do something with you guessed it. That's right, OTAK auction event. A fundraising celebration, and it's gonna be at 60th and Grover Fireman Station, and it's gonna be awesome. So, and if I can get there this Sunday after church, or go to the library or anything else, just civilized. So I checked my MatBus website inside my smartphone, and smartphone, uh, you know, my ride Omaha app from Metro, and I take a look at the time. Says, oh wow, so I can get there 60th and Grover, and it really makes sense to anyone can be civilized, but who knows? So that means I'll OTAK thing. And what about a volunteer appreciation awards banquet at Bellevue University? So I'll rethinking about this. So who knows? Give us a list. Okay, let's see. Coming in May, I had to do my recap of April. I'm talking about that's coming in 2 weeks for this Everyday Agenda podcast. And let's see. Let's see if you know this one already. Already. So Timothy's, Timothy Church at 93rd Street. So that's why I got to talk to Jordan probably this Wednesday. So this Wednesday, and that is so that means Jordan can pick me up next Thursday down at the ACC building, ground level, where I usually work at. So who knows? Can be civilized. About guessed it. And call time is 6:30. So tech rehearsal at St. Timothy Church, where everybody knows about this one. knows about this one. And we had to get ready. And uh, Marjorie Simmons is getting ready, and so is my OSC thing. So I gotta listen to Cyberbase and all that stuff. So trust me about that. Next week. So who knows? Until this you guessed it, Saturday, May 4th, call time at 6. So I have to be on the risers. I gotta wear my tuxedo. I gotta check my shirt, white shirt, and you know what I'm talking about. So I'll let Jordan know. He got it's gotta pick me up at that's right. or whatever happens. And know who you are. Why do I have a cinnamon toast crunch lattes? See, I gotta ask Amber. She better let me, because I need my lattes, need my cappuccinos and all that stuff. So who knows? Give me some life. So trust me, I know what I'm doing. And let's see if it's taking so long about this one and and all that stuff. So trust me. But so I got to do my season finale until, yeah, I guess 3 episodes left. So I got to do that you guessed it, annual meeting, and then because and afterwards gonna be, yeah, awesome. Afterwards we got rogation if the weather permits, because outside because everything else keeps still so by rogation, flowers, and all that stuff. So that could be awesome. And what about Deacon Michael's last Sunday? Oh, wow. Could be an ice cream social. Yeah. Oh, I have no clue whatsoever. And I have uh, whatsoever. And so is May 19th, Pentecost Sunday. Gage and Rachel's farewell things, saying goodbye. And what about our choir party? Yeah, that's right. Choir party at, you guessed it, Allison's house. Allison's house. So, and I bet we have, Allison has a huge idea. Songfest. Songfest. Because they have a snack, beverage, and kids and all that stuff, and guitars and other instruments. So hope Reverend Tony and so is Amy and of course Kristen can come. So is Dodie. She's busy. She is so busy. Why is she so busy doing rector work? Well, you have any ideas? Of course, they do. So that means song requests for Allison or Jeannie or anyone else can civilized can cheat or all kinds of stuff. Sound effects, yes. So I will let Allison know about that probably this week or anyone skips civilized about this one. So who knows? Could be this could be the last choir practice, choir rehearsal, the last one singing and I don't know who does solos and all kinds of stuff. But what about celebration? Yes, celebration live choir and yes, season finale for this Memorial Day practice, and it's gonna be good. I mean, I tell you, it's all good. What about Ascension Sunday at Coots Memorial? Yes, that one too, and that takes us other stuff because the big season finale starts at, you guessed it, June 2nd and June no no wait June 1st and June 2nd. And I have no clue whatsoever. So or anyone skips civilized or whatever happens. Or or so the big season finale starts, yeah, guessed it. June 1st and June 2nd. And you have no idea what's going on for my everyday agenda thing and all kinds of stuff. So cross your fingers because I'm taking next week's off. But I'll be back. And you guessed it, May. Yeah, I guessed it. Let's see. Let me see the calendar. Oh yes, that's right. May 11th and May 12th. And I'll explain the wrap this things up. Oh, it could be a big huge after I deal with this because I got to go to Trinity Lutheran. It could be a big huge surprise, but I'm not going to tell anyone for NOLA, wherever it is. So can't be civilized. So it's all good. season finale number 2 is going to be huge for June 1st and June 2nd from Angel Song Productions, and so is YouTube as far as we're concerned. So keep it civilized. Trust me, we know what we're doing. You're listening to my Everyday Agenda podcast from Angel Song Productions, and so is YouTube. Could be the video podcast. Yeah, I see you. Okay, get ready for my final thoughts about and that's what just texted me. But have lunch. I don't know. I don't know because uh make this a Wednesday. Make this. I don't know. I check the calendar. And you have any ideas about this one? So who knows? Can we still ice about this one? So who knows? I'll find out what it is. And did you know that? Yeah, you guessed it. Mandisa. That you guessed that American Idol uh, alumni has life of her own, and that's why she is a contemporary Christian recording artist. Began her solo career because the fifth season of American Idol years ago, and her new album Overcomer could be the best contemporary Christian music album category ever. Wins wins a Grammy, and I meant to tell you this because she is auditioning, and Simon Cowell has offered several comments that I have no clue whatsoever. So then she performs, yeah, you know, uh, y- and talk about the top nine, yeah, yeah, Paris Bennett and Elliot Yemen, and could be appeared on Tonight Show a day later, and you know why? Because everything else can be civilized, and she has her own personal life, and and she died at the age of 47 in Franklin, Tennessee, and that's why several music artists and TV celebrities pay tribute to Magdisa after the death could be released because pay tribute to this 20 April 29th episode, which is gonna be on on Monday on ABC, and I'm really proud of her. So all goes out to the families, friends and family, loved ones, to Mandisa, because everything else can be civilized about this. Because God is speaking to you. It happens. And oh, by the way, don't you think it's gone too far by Columbia University? I bet they're protesting anti-Israel things. It can happens all the time, and all the new stuff about chanting death to America and all that crap. But this one, you might not know it by now, by now. But according to my website, blaze.com, could be uh, blaze.com, and so I have blaze. And this is so outrageous, like a freight train just being crashed. So who knows? Could be civilized about all that, all and about this anti-Israel chanting at Columbia universities, all the college campuses. Could be ridiculous. I bet it's got to stop. Seriously, it's got to stop completely, and you know what I'm talking about. So please don't ever do this again. So who knows? And and did you notice that it's like a freight train has tornadoes of Iowa, Nebraska, and my hometown, yeah, of Nebraska, and so is Iowa. Could be more storms to pose a huge threat. And listen to this from you guessed it, Jordan Hall, according to Twitter X account. And here's what happens. Wow. And this is I saw this video and it really makes sense at all. Trust me. You see the video in Lincoln, Nebraska yesterday? Could be a tornado outbreak. And so is all the residents in Elkhorn and what about in Omaha? According to AccuWeather.com, could be a massive tornado. And this listen to this. Now you see what happens according to AccuWeather.com? And so is AccuWeather account on Twitter X. That could be devastating. And what about Weather Nation? Weather Nation, and could be a huge tornado in Iowa, and and it's gonna be devastating, and it could be a huge one. And listen to this. Now, would you believe that 80 reports of tornadoes last Friday across 5 states, and they could be huge about this one because several updates in the yeah Omaha's individual has a tornado Elkhorn on Friday, and Omaha Police Chief Todd Sch- Schmaderer has credited the cities and effective warning systems and all that. So is Governor Jim Pillen. Pillen has toured the worst tornadoes ever. And there are several weather threats and all that stuff. So it might not know it by now, but tornado issues a Midwest over the weekend. So that could be huge. And look at all the stories and all that stuff. Anyone else? So check this article from the Blaze Media at theblaze.com, and that could be outrageous. Trust me. Trust me about that as far as we're concerned. So I'll post that as well. Anyways, so that could be huge. And three happy ones that you ought to know by now. And meant to tell you this, it's all good. This Michael, yeah, Deacon Michael is still graduating. Oh wow. I'm surprised. Surprised about that as well. So trust me. Now, it could be Ascension Sunday. Yeah. Could be the Feast of Ascension of our Lord, and could be challenging because I gotta do something with Christmas Memorial. That could be better. You know what I'm talking about. All right, quick ones. My Deacon Michael's last. This is gonna be last Sunday on May 12th. 12th, and he's graduating. Oh wow! For the past 2 whole years, could be deeply missed. And I bet as an ice cream social thing, wow, that could be awesome. Trust me. And what about Gage and Rachel? Oh, wow. Saying goodbye at Resurrection. Parting such a sweet sorrow. And I really appreciate the thought that counts. So, time for you to say goodbye. And Rachel, and getting married and a recent wedding and all that. It's gonna be huge on May 19th. That means Pentecost Sunday. Sunday, the end of this Easter season is coming to a closed. Closed. And okay. What about Gage? Quickly, I will say this. Gage is upstairs, seventh floor. And it says it goes in and out, down, down, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, all that. Up and down. Because I got to see you, Gage. Gage. No, I got to see you, Gabe. Until it does. Trust me. I haven't heard from Jenna. Uh-oh. Silence is golden. Uh-huh. Yeah. Well, you can't beat without it. You can't have one without the other. So, be it for now. He cannot have my sweater. So, good riddance. Anyways, let's take us home, shall we? So, what we learn about this on this Everyday Agenda podcast, as far as we're concerned? Well, guess what? National Volunteer Appreciation Week at the VA Hospital in Omaha to be a awesome. Had a training season about training these things about volunteers and all that stuff, and I have no clue whatsoever. So whatever happens, so could be life challenging for one of these things. So all the volunteers, everything we do, all the treats this week, and I have oh boy, oh boy, it's a wonderful experience to remember. But what about next Tuesday? Voluntary Appreciation Lunch Awards. Yeah, I get it at Bellevue University. I'll explain that in 2 weeks. Podbean. Well, time for you to say goodbye. Because you try to make me do this, all that. Because I got to say hello to Podurama for season number 3. And why? Because it pays to be nice to people or whatever happens. Or maybe it's just a phase about this one. So who knows? Now, here's my observation for season number 2 finale. And I bet it's coming in, you guessed it, June 1st and June 2nd for this Everyday Agenda podcast thing. And, about all kinds of stuff that I'm supposed to be up to at work or my church or whatever it is. So it's resurrection and all that stuff. And so it's a OSC and finale, huge finales of my Wednesday night commercial time, and so it's OSC and all that. But it happens all the time. It could be the last hurrah and all that stuff, and you know what I'm talking about. So who knows? Give me some advice. And my final thought is give our thoughts and prayers to her friends. Yeah, Mandisa's family and friends, and prayers for for Michael and Gage and Rachel's farewell thing, and all the tornadoes last week. I think it's last week, and I bet this weekend's gonna be disastrous, according to Blaze.com, and it will go hair on you. So trust me. Especially Gabe is upstairs, third floor, or sorry, say seventh floor, whatever. I have no clue whatsoever. Trust me. Well, that's it for now. I gotta pack up and leave and hit the road. But don't worry, here's my information. Everyday Agenda website is on everydayagenda.com. with lhmusic.podbean.com. And I'm going to be downloading with this my flash drive and new episode. I'm going to click on the plus thing and download it, and has all the podcast websites ever, from, you guessed it, YouTube Music all the way up to iHeartRadio. And you could check it out as well. And you better Facebook and follow LHMusic at Facebook.com, and Twitterx.com. And I'll look inside the social websites and all kinds of stuff. So who knows? And you better watch this on live stream or all kinds of stuff at YouTube. And I'll give it a huge address. That's youtube.com/LHmusic time. And you click on it, and it's all good. Same. And like I said, it's gonna be fourth and last Saturdays of the month for YouTube out there. Anyways, I gotta go. I'll be back in 2 weeks for this everyday agenda thing, and I have no clue whatsoever on May 14th and May 15th. Just so you know about this one. Trust me about that as well, as far as we're concerned. Until we meet again, LH Music about to sign off. Go with God's blessings, and we salute all of you, America. And I'll see you in 2 weeks for this Everyday Agenda podcast from Angels on Productions. And I'm out the door. Goodbye for now. See ya. Everyday Agenda podcast is a presentation of Angels on Productions and YouTube. I gotta say goodbye. All right. I'll see you in June. See you on May 31st. So who knows? Give us the last about this Everyday Agenda video podcast. So who knows about this one? And check this out for yourself. I gotta go. Bye bye. See ya.